it's tough to predict the comps in draft on this map, but you did a fairly good job of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I said every single brawler that we're seeing here, which I'll take. And I even, talked about, getting a Max and a Gene together. So I'm very happy with my predictions so far. Hopefully I can keep those up for the upcoming monthly finals next week. for the big shows, but very satisfied here with what I'm seeing on both sides. No clear advantage, I would say, if not slightly in favor of SK early on, and I can see this working out really well for them as well here. Guille is going to get reset on the heal, which is not going to be ideal, especially with Javi going for the pinch. That's going to be a nice elimination, make it a double as we have a kill on the right-hand side as well. Symantec and Guille both going down, giving a 1-star lead now to Team Queso.
Yeah, Guille is going to be marked up as well, and the splash is on Symantec. The shot follows up, and it connects. 100 HP left on him, and the pinch is there, making it 6. But now the blue star returns to SK as Guille gets the homemade recipe down onto AleSSJ over the right-hand side and brings the lead back in their favor, and furthers it with another one onto RaaFa as well, making it 9-6.
Wow, great back and forth interactions from both sides. 30 seconds left on the clock as Team Queso are slowly going to have to creep their way up. Or their way down, I guess, from our perspective. A nice super, and Guille is able to dodge it with a super of his own. Guille is marked, though, and Symantec fairly low HP. Gets tagged and reset by Javi as well. Not going to be great, but he's able to start healing up. Will be going for a gadget as well, but no kills here in a while. Symantec is low HP still, so is RaaFa. Symantec surely is going to end up going down. It is going to be a team wipe for Team Queso somehow. And that's going to be a 6-star lead to give them the first game.
Yeah, not even a singular trade there for SK Gaming in the closing seconds. So, I mean, it's a great comeback by Team Queso. SK just pushed back into the spawn too early, and it's quite surprising to see as well when you do have those long-range brawlers, Piper and Gene and stuff like that, which do a decent damage, that you get pushed back so far. But with Max paired up with it, it's kind of a difficult scenario just because you kind of got to have the speed to be able to make anything happen with that brawler.
Yeah, I completely agree. Blue star picked up once again by SK, and no kill to follow up on either side. We'll be giving SK the temporary lead. Movement speed popped by iKaoss, trying to get a nice pinch onto RaaFa. They will get in a good position, pick up the kill, and get the super available for Symantec, which is going to make it a whole lot harder for Team Queso to go for any sort of pushes right now, as the pool would be quite devastating. But keeping it for now, as RaaFa does get a super of his own. And we've seen how good those Leon supers can be at opening things up.
Yeah, Guille following a few shots up as well. Vengeful Spirit's thrown out by Symantec, and does have pull in his hand. But Leon still has some lollipop drops, which is going to be able to tank it. Chaos falling quite low and does get taken down now. Follow-up shots, and RaaFa goes over to tank. Good team play from him, but no follow-up shot from SK was going to connect regardless. Same scenario as the previous game. SK heavily pinned in spawn. Symantec this time is going to be the one who's going to be marked, and that's a valuable takedown to get if they can manage to do it.
Yeah, it's going to make it harder for him to go for a pull as well, as anyone up close would be able to possibly win that matchup, and every single little tag is going to be very meaningful. And SK Gaming was about 15 seconds left on the clock, able to create a little bit more space than in the previous game. However, Team Queso still on the hunt here. RaaFa very low HP, going to get healed up. Time is ticking very low, but all Team Queso need is one kill. Can they find that? Symantec tagged up. Symantec goes down. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but the blue star, it's on the side of Team Queso. They did their math right, and we'll be picking up that first one out as SK Gaming versus Team Queso continue to battle it out in the grand finals. And Team Queso has a nice one-set head start.
Not every day you do see Byron on lane, but seems to be working so far as Javi gets a good couple of shots onto Guille over the right-hand side. RaaFa going to be playing 8-bit in the mid, and might have a little bit of a tough matchup here against the Bell, who's going to be connecting a good couple of shots early on and taking the first 3 gems.
Yeah, right now, Symantec kicking things off with a nice gem lead. as you just mentioned. iKaoss with the kill into Ale, able to buff himself up as well. And is going to be close to his next buff. That surely would go on to Symantec, solidifying that mid position that is already incredibly strong. And I think this comp is really good from SK here against Team Queso. I like Bell against the 8-bit quite a bit. You can get some nice bounces onto the damage booster. And with RaaFs, you can open up the map a lot, make it a bit of a nightmare for any safe positions for that damage booster from RaaFa. And you can see the bounces coming through, finding a lot of value, getting that damage booster incredibly low. The TP back, but it's just a single gem here onto Team Queso's ranks. SK Gaming with the countdown and a strong one as well should be able to close out that game and finally have something going their way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just not sure about the confidence Team Queso this one, really.
No.
It just doesn't seem too strong at all. I mean, you've got basically 2 mids, and I mean, possibly even 3 mids, I suppose, with Sprout being probably a mid brawler here as well. And the roughs being played, it's a tough lane no matter who it's against. And the Bell is just so good against 8-bit when the bounces start going between the turret and 8-bit, which we did see at one circumstance there. When Spike gains lane, it's so hard to get it back.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And look at that, Give finding the opening off the bat there onto Ale. Nice pinch, as we had a strong mid position from Team Queso early on. It's getting absolutely shut down. Symantec very aggressive, but can afford to do so as he's completely unpunished and free to roam around the mid area, starting things off with a 5-gem lead in favor of SK.
Yeah, Symantec sitting quite nicely on 5 gems right now. Javi's falling down to 1 shot, but iKaoss does take some heavy damage. RaaFa really can't dodge a lot of shots when he doesn't have this turret and speed provided to him via that, but there's a couple of good nest eggs down in the mid as well, and Symantec does have the power up also, so it's going to be extremely hard for Queso to do anything here, and this is just, I mean, I'll call it right now, this is looking like an SK set to me unless a massive turnaround happens.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it would be very hard to disagree with that. I try my best, you know, to have different opinions and have some great conversations going, but I think this is very much going to be a situation where we both couldn't agree more. SK looking incredible in this set, and a little bit of a misdraft, I would say, from Team Queso. I mean, you know, I like Byron 8-bit a lot, but I feel like Sprout is just not really the third pick to complement that duo. And right now, SK made it work absolutely flawlessly, and their new followers as well. But here we go, set number 3, SK Gaming versus Team Queso is gonna continue here as iKaoss takes a lot of early damage. I think we pretty much nailed it when it comes to the comps. I think roughs we may have forgot to mention, but roughs is a fairly standard brawler to bring in everywhere at the moment, to be fair. So not a big surprise either. And the Fang will be picked out by Symantec this time around. Let's see how Team Queso address that.
Yeah, Symantec down the left-hand side with Super now as well. Does choose to go down the mid and cycles it twice. Gets the takedown as well, and AleSSJ is going to be taken down, but Alola remains in mid and should pinch down onto iKaoss and Gear now. Javi throwing a Super out into the mid as well. Power-up available there, but it is a bit of a fast stretch for someone from Queso to try and get that without taking heavy amounts of damage, and the left-hand side's cleaned up as well. Symantec goes in once more and gets the takedowns in the mid as well, and now SK do for the first time in the game take the lead.
Good stuff all around. Ale is gonna be quite low HP, but does manage to survive on the right side and is gonna go for some aggressive positioning. Not the ideal brawler to do so, I would say, just because it's not gonna be the easiest to hit your shots, and Gear is gonna able to creep up on him, take him down, and get SK back in the lead. And as we get closer to the finish line, that lead could be very, very big.
Yeah, RaaFa now taking the mid back in his favor. Power up as well, and the heals in the back, which we haven't really seen too often from the Byron from Team Queso. The heals haven't really been flowing through as much as I'm sure his teammates would like to, but Symantec's going to get that left-hand side, and couldn't have come at a better time either, because Queso were sneaking up on SK's percentage. They are remaining in the mid, however, though. Guille's going to get the takedowns, and then they do manage to secure this first game, and a lot closer than the previous games we saw in Gem Grab, and Queso really starting to play to a good standard once again.
Yeah, that was some good brawl stars there from SK. Some really solid stuff. I think the main problem here for Team Queso is they found no way of addressing that Fang. Symantec was pretty much just free to roam around the map, get some eliminations left and right, and with some very clever discipline as well, managed to use those supers at the perfect moment with some low HP targets that would just instantly reload his next super. He is going to be caught off guard by that supply drop and will be taken out, cleared up by RaaFa as Team Queso take over the lead with their strong mid presence.
Yeah, Chaos trying to push up now with the scrap sucker popped as well. Ali did miss a shot, but it ended up healing Javi, so it's not really too much to worry about for him there. He's going to go down to this Fang now as he just doesn't pick up Splash in time. Super through from Symantec, and I was just wondering why that didn't actually bounce off the other sandbag to sandbag there. But nonetheless, he did get the takedown. GuilleVGX taking the mid now for Chaos, and they are still behind. AleSSJ starting to push down again, and a pinch on Symantec, but Chaos picks up his healing station, and he does manage to stay alive on a sliver of HP.
All right, a small lead still in favor of Team Queso. SK are catching up as they have some nice mid control going for them. GuilleVGX getting double tap. That's going to be an elimination unless the healing station is placed down as iKaoss just did, saving his life. iKaoss, however, going to be very low HP, but a nice double from Symantec to clear things up on the top right side is going to expand that SK lead by quite a bit. iKaoss clears up RaaFa on the left lane, and this is looking absolutely excellent for Team Queso. GuilleVGX, if he's not able to get SK to the finish line, Symantec will, and that's going to be SK taking over the lead with a nice set here. A very, very good performance from them here all around. Let's see if SK can secure a match point or if Team Queso can get a step closer to that fifth and final set.
Yeah, RaaFa's going to go for the dash through here. Breakthrough of that wall, and GuilleVGX should fall down because of it. Little pinch from Javi would go quite a long way, but RaaFa secures that anyway with a super of his own. Symantec looking quite low in mid as well, does get taken out, and this is the perfect start that Team Queso needed, getting some damage on the board. Not massive amounts, as they don't have huge DPS from anybody on their comp, but it's really a control comp that they need to maintain for the majority of the game.
So far, a fairly even start, although Team Queso have an 8% lead. We'll see if they can keep it up like that. I do like the Daryl pick quite a bit, but I think Stu is a really wise pick into that to try to always keep the range advantage against Daryl and make sure he can't find the most value. But a roll onto safe here is going to provide quite a bit of damage in favor of SK Gaming. We'll be taking a big and hefty lead as Symantec has a great position as well. That's going to be a double spray down for SK. Only RaaFa left alive and low HP as well. This is a really, really solid position for SK Gaming with Team Queso safe already below 50% health.
Yeah, AleSSJ getting a few shots into GuilleVGX now. Has secured himself a power-up, which he could use to destroy this cover and get GuilleVGX taken down. Or he could have just thrown it onto him, to be honest, let's face it. And he did get the takedown regardless, though. But SK do have a huge lead, and that's the first actual shot they've got on the safe since that initial push that Team Queso did go through with. Rolling reload from GuilleVGX. Does get a few shots on, but taken down as well. But walls do start to drop, and that should, in theory, favor Team Queso. 45 seconds left and a long way to go, about 40% down at this point. And now SK with Chaos pushing up and a lovely super getting near enough a double takedown, and he gets RaaFa as well, taken down on top of it. I mean, it's just looking increasingly worse for Queso as the seconds go by. GuilleVGX and Chaos have got some great position to get some damage on the safe, and what a play from Chaos that was.
Yeah, this is tough, man, and this come from Team Queso. Getting into a match point now is going to be extremely hard to defend off because they got no damage, man. They got no damage. They have some good picks where they can win some fights and some of those individual matchups, but when it comes to capitalizing and getting damage on save, it's gonna be tough because they got no DPS whatsoever. You know, Ruff's very low DPS. You have the Stu, which is also low DPS, has a decent amount of burst, but when it comes to long-term... Oh, we lost Trav, and that is my Discord acting up. Welcome back, Trav. I am sorry about that. Don't know why this keeps happening, but we should be ready to get in game here, as we have a very small early lead in favor of SK. That's due to some nice bounces from iKaoss. And yeah, that makes a lot of sense, Trav. 1 second, here you go.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Kind of just sat in an awkward silence there, aren't we?
Yeah,
I'll go for it. No worries. 72% is what remains on Team Queso safe, and yet again, only 8% done. Pretty similar damage to what they did throughout near enough the entire game in the last one. Chaos shooting a few shots out, gets the super off as well, gets some damage onto RaaFa. You're going to be rolling up, trying to get some shots on AleSSJ, but he's responded quickly with the sandbags. And now, a few shots to the right, but RaaFa secures the power up. Does take a few hits along with it, but is still surviving for now. But with 16 HP, he did go down, and Chaos now going towards the safe, but AleSSJ on the other side. However, a bit of defense comes up a bit quicker for SK.
I mean, it's definitely closer in terms of save damage. Not exactly a great position, still a 30% lead in favor of SK, and with a match point in hand, it might very much be your first season Rush Stars champions. As the map gets opened up furthermore, Javi not quite going to go for the power-up just yet. RaaFa kind of yoinking that in the nick of time. And actually a team wipe there from Team Queso, going to give them some better positioning. But again, no ability to capitalize with those picks because they lack that damage output in general, especially if Gia goes for a save. They need every interaction to go right here for Team Queso, and it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. They fold, and they'll give up, as SK Gaming are going to be your Rush Stars Season 1 champions as they take down Team Queso 3-1 in sets. Wow, man, what